Salutations. How's everyone doing? This is your host, Mark Maxwell. I'm not going by my aliases no more. I'm too old for that. This is your host, Mark Maxwell. I want to welcome you guys to the Horse Nation Show. I got some very big ideas for the Horse Nation Show and the Horse Nation brand as itself. I just have to put my mind to my ideas and see if it's going to flourish. My homeboy told me, shout out to Shy Phillips. He's like my creative muse. He got the 2319 show cracking. Y'all go check that out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I think. And I just been watching him. I've also, I try to give him little tips here and there about some stuff that I see. And like he told me, bet on yourself, because you never will let yourself down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to, I'm going to take a loan out on myself, kind of like what Randy Winans did. Shout out to him. Shout out to Loyalty Breeds Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? The same amount of time that he was putting into his job, and he probably still is putting that same amount of time in, but he has really put in the footwork needed to get this brand off the ground. And these two guys are, like I said, they're like my muse. I keep my eye on everything that they do, and I want to try to mimic that. A lot of people think that when you celebrate somebody and, you pay them their dues, or you give them props, or, you just say nice things about somebody that, you possibly know or whatever, they always try to equate that with dick sucking. You jocking this person, and it's not even the case. You know what I'm saying? I feel that people need to celebrate the people that celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know these people personally. I went to school with both of them. One I went to college with, the other one I went to high school. So why wouldn't I give a big up to somebody that I know? And I think that's one thing that here in Detroit, I think that is one important thing that we have to let go in Detroit. We really need to look at other places and see how they come together, and we need to just take that blueprint and follow suit. Because it's a lot of, and I'm a culprit of that. It's a lot of times where I say some shit, I hear some shit from Detroit that I don't like, and I'm very quick and very vocal to express my dismay for this, particular thing or whatnot. And that's not, and I'm not right for that, but that's my opinion. And that's the beautiful thing about people, is that we are given an opinion, and we are also given an opportunity to tell people about our opinion. And just because you have an opinion about something doesn't make you right or wrong. Opinions are there for banter. And if you have a problem with somebody's opinion, if an opinion offends you, then it is what it is. You're offended. You can't really say nothing about how people get offended or what offends them or triggers them. That's not for you to say. But man, I just lost my thought. Oh, I hate it when that shit happens. Oh man, that's fucked up. Oh yeah, opinions. You have to take somebody's opinion and use it for, I wouldn't want to say fuel, but use it to have a conversation. And I think that's another thing people are scared to do. People are scared to have conversations. Just because you may be well versed on the net, every time you put some shit up, you get a bunch of likes for the shit that you say. That don't mean that you can hold a conversation. Because I may say some shit to you that you don't like, and And what I say that you may not like, it may cause you to go into a shell. Growing up, I used to do that a lot. I would say certain shit or do certain shit for shock value. That was my thing. I wanted to see the reaction people would get for some of the things that I would say or do. I may not even believe in these things, but I can say it in a way that will make you believe that I believe it. And from that point on, that's when emotion will be evoked. One of the reasons why, well, tell you the truth, I switched my major in college because I couldn't get anything better than a D in communications. I always aspired to be a radio personality. Mason in the morning, I used to get up in the morning, listen to that guy, and I'm like, damn, that's what I want to do, man. Shout out to Mason. The hello, Detroit. You have my heart. You know what I'm saying? That started my day growing up, hearing that, and then hearing Mason. You know what I'm saying? That made me want to possibly do that. Radio, talking to people, like that's the type of stuff I like. Podcasting, giving my opinion and getting an opinion back, and we having beautiful banter about our opinions. Like that's the stuff I like to do, and that's what I love it. But yeah, man. Another thing I wanted to touch on was the good brother Genuine was doing a show. I don't know if he was doing a show or a podcast, whatever the case may be, but it was a transgender woman that was, I guess you could say, lack of a better phrase, pleading her case because she was trying to say how, men overlook her because, they look at her and be like, oh, that's a trans woman. I'm not talking to a trans woman. But in her eyes, she wants to be looked at as a woman. Now, to make a long story short, the good brother Genuine was asked a question about transgender, and he gave his honest opinion. Honest opinion. No, I personally don't like that. Wouldn't fuck with that. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. But the shit that really like kind of is fucked up is that the trans woman then put his arm or her arm around Genuine and tried to go in for a kiss. Like, that's intrusive. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the table was turned, let's change the guys a little bit. Let's say that Genuine was the aggressor and he wanted to take it upon himself because he pretty much the transgender woman pretty much forced herself on Genuine by trying to kiss him and coerce him to hug her. If he was to do that to a woman, the Me Too campaign would be on his head so quick. The Time's Up campaign would be on his head so quick because of the nature of the guys. A man is pretty much being domineering towards a woman. So I don't see why. The masses, if you will, took it upon themselves to shun Genuine, to backlash, say that he's wrong for having those personal feelings. Like, you're not wrong about your opinion, man. That's one thing that I cannot stand in today's society, is that you will be publicly crucified because of the way you feel about something. If your views doesn't match up with the masses, then there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with nobody. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You have like I said, there is no right or wrong on this opinion thing. The wrong part comes in is when a group of people try to force feed their beliefs on you, and if you don't eat the shovel food that's being shoved down your throat, then you got a problem. Something wrong with you. And I just think that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's bullshit. I don't think that, I really don't think that you should have to go through that type of shit. It's just very frustrated, man. And everybody wants to be viewed a certain way. Everybody wants to be noticed, and like, there's too much of that shit. Like, whatever happened to the times of, you mind your business, go about your business, and don't worry about nobody else. You just worry about you and yours. I miss that shit. I miss being able to mind my motherfucking business, and I have to worry about, the shit that I said about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that, I think the goal as a people should be, to just, not necessarily, I do want to say personal accountability, because I do think people need to be accountable for their actions and the shit that they do. But it comes a time where, you just need to mind your motherfucking business, man. You know what I'm saying? Not worry about what other motherfuckers is doing, because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of shit to do in your own life that you can be getting done, or whatever the fuck the case may be. I'm pretty sure, and I just wanted to say that to the folks. Once again, this has been the Hoss Nation Show with your host, Mark Maxwell. Catch me on Twitter. IBWH1213. You can catch me on Facebook, Mark Maxwell II. Snapchat, Hoss Nation 81. IG, Hoss Nation 81. If you want to get you some funny content, and you want to get, be abreast upon what's going on in the world, and if you want to just, have a place where, if you feel that I'm saying or doing some things that you feel, then, like some shit, holler at your boy, hit me in the DM. Let's get together. Let's put some shit together where we both can, it could be lucrative for both parties, and, it'll be great for the culture. I think it's time that for lack of a better phrase, the tastemakers of Detroit, I think it's now time for us to come together and use and utilize all of our tools. I consider myself a micro influencer, and if you feel the same way, holla at your boy, man. Once again, this is your boy, Mark Maxwell, for the Hoss Nation Show. You guys be safe out here in these streets. Don't let this semi-warm weather fool you. 37 degrees will still get you pneumonia. I repeat, 37 degrees will still get you pneumonia. Hoss out.